this ride.
Now, 38 pages. It looks like there are some significant redactions, but it looks like the pro forma portion is not redacted. Is this what you expected to see, Andy?
Kelly, it pretty much is. I mean, there are things that you knew that they'd be able to reveal. And I did a column yesterday that had a timeline of everything that we know from the time President Trump went back to Mar-a-Lago up until the time of the raid. And there is a lot of information that's already public. So, for example, you know, earlier, I want to say about a week ago, we learned about, maybe it's just a few
of them. Now I agree with Rush. I'm too stupid to make up my own mind.
Welcome back, everyone. Here to live now from Fox Live. Look at the federal courthouse there in West Palm Beach as portions of the redacted Mar-a-Lago raid affidavit has been released. Earlier, we were giving you the information on the motion to unseal right there, and this was part of the redactions that we were seeing there in that port. They just didn't want to disclose the names of some federal agents as well as investigators. But let's keep with this right here. I just want to read off some of the affidavit that I just received right here. And when we get into the big source, like source of evidence, we will bring this to you. But as I'm just doing a quick glimpse on it, it is a lot of information here. As sort of, there are redactions here, but we are getting more information than we probably originally thought. So let me just go through it a little bit. We have a former federal prosecutor standing by as well right here on Live Now from Fox as well. So let's, we'll break that all down here together, but we just really wanted to continue to give you the latest news and updates regarding this, as the government is conducting a criminal investigation concerning the improper removal and storage of classified information in unauthorized spaces, as well as the unlawful concealment or removal of government records. The investigation began as
much later.
9 pages of the affidavit in support of an application under Rule 41A for the warrant to search and seize. So I think you're all going to be starting to get this as I am now getting it. Let me just show you also the list of redactions, which is listed by paragraph. So this is the list of paragraphs that have been blacked out and redacted. One involves agent safety. Ryan Riley, have you been able to read some of this? Ryan, are you there?
I am. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Yes.
Tell us what you know.
Sure. So I think one highlight I wanted to bring up here is that in this affidavit, the NARA referral is referenced here, and the NARA's White House liaison division director, after a preliminary review of these 15 boxes that were originally received to the National Archives from Trump, went through those boxes and found they contained newspaper, magazines, printed news articles, photos, miscellaneous printouts, notes, presidential correspondence, personal and post-presidential records.
Well, you got me. By all accounts, it doesn't make sense.
And quote, open quote, a lot of classified records, close quote. So that was what sort of kicked this all off. All of these classified records that were found by the National Archives when they eventually received this initial load of boxes that came in from the Trump camp after he left office.
I'm looking even on page 2 here. It says that the FBI's investigation, Ryan, has established that documents bearing classification markings, which appear to contain national defense information, was among the materials it contained in the 15 boxes that were stored at the premises in an unauthorized location. And that is, again, the initial 15 boxes. Further, there is then there's some redactions, and it says, further, there is probable cause to believe that additional documents that contain classified NDA, which is national defense information, or that are presidential records subject to record retention requirements currently remain at the premises. There is also probable cause to believe that evidence of obstruction will be found.
This is how legends are born.